Three dramatic unities are the prime example of what imaginative criticism can lead us to. Hello, literary aspirants, the voice of Hasadevran greets you on the assimilators. Let's jump right into three dramatic unities and the opinions of different notable critics surrounding these unities. Introductory. Three dramatic unities at one point were considered mandatory for an effective dramatic illusion. The said unities are three in number, which are listed below: unity of plot or action, unity of time, and unity of place. It is said that these three dramatic unities originated from Aristotle. However, in reality, Aristotle insisted only on the unity of plot, or also known as action. Rest of the two unities are merely the interpretation of some of the lines written by Aristotle in his Poetics. One of these interpreters is no other than our good old defender of poetry, Sir Philip Sidney. Sidney mandates the use of all three dramatic unities in plays. And in this video, we shall break down his stance on three dramatic unities and add the view of Dryden, Johnson, and even Aristotle himself. Unity of plot. Also known as unity of action, Aristotle puts a staggering emphasis on its importance in a play. By the unity of plot or action, Aristotle advocates that a tragedy should develop on carrying one single unifying plot that is well connected from beginning, middle, and the ending of a play. For example, if a play begins on a tragic note, it should end on a tragic note, not on a comic note, and vice versa. Aristotle deemed the mingling of comic and tragic elements in a play not desirable. Sir Philip Sidney also followed suit and rendered the mingling of comic and tragic elements in a play absurd and suggested that the role of king and clowns should not be mixed together. Dryden comes forward as a defender of tragic comedy. He argued that Shakespeare constructed his flagship plays without limiting himself to one kind of plot, and it added a needed variety of plots that was well in line with the changing trends of time. Though Johnson accepts the unity of action, but only in the case of establishing compact intensity to focus on one key area in a play. Unity of time. Though wrongly attributed to Aristotle, unity of time suggests to the passing of time in a play in sync with the actual time. This strange rule turned into a rigid necessity in neoclassicism upon the following quote from Aristotle. Quote, tragedy attempts as far as possible to remain within one revolution of the sun. End quote. The phrase one revolution of the sun constituted the unity of time. Sir Philip Sidney suggested that naturally the plot in a tragedy would last in 24 hours, and if it exceeds that limit, it should be performed on the day preceding to the first day. Dryden lamented on the observance of the unity of time and place, as it stripped many plays of their imaginative heights. When Johnson finds the change of setting from Alexandria to Rome in 4 hours least offensive to the audience, and the passing of one year can be depicted through hours. Unity of place. Just like the unity of time, unity of place was also wrongly attributed to Aristotle by the neoclassicists. When comparing between epic and tragedy, Aristotle asserted that the narration of an epic would change to frequent different settings or places, but tragedy did not. This led to Sir Philip Sidney making unity of place a mandatory essential in a play. By unity of place, Sidney meant that it was illegal to shift the setting of a play from a ship to the woods. However, Dr. Johnson argued that the audience could accept the abrupt change of place if it was well executed. Conclusion. Sidney's rigid adherence to the unity of time, place, and action collectively does nothing to improve the theoretical fidelity, as Shakespeare has written the epoch-making plays without observing the unity of time and place. Sources used for this video are currently being displayed. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more literary content like this one.